Billboard has published its World Albums chart for the week ending on June 10. 17's latest mini-album FML returned to number 1 in its 6th week on the World Albums chart, marking its third non-consecutive week at the top, and it also became 17's first album ever to spend 5 weeks in the top half of the Billboard 200 this week. Meanwhile, SSERAFIM's first full-length album Unforgiven climbed back up to number 2 in its 5th consecutive week on the World Albums chart. The album also spent a 4th week on the Billboard 200, making SSERAFIM only the third K-pop girl group in history to chart an album for 4 weeks. TXT's latest mini-album, the name chapter, Temptation, climbed back up to number 4 in its 18th consecutive week on the World Albums chart, extending its own record as the longest charting album of 2023. The mini-album also spent its 18th week in a row on the Billboard 200, making TXT only the second male K-pop artist ever to chart an album for 18 weeks. I-DLE's new mini-album I Feel ranked number 5 in its second week on the World Albums chart, in addition to becoming the group's first album ever to spend more than 1 week on the Billboard 200. BTS Suga's first official solo album D-Day stayed strong at number 6 in its 6th consecutive week on the World Albums chart, while TWICE's latest mini-album Ready to Be held steady at number 7 in its 12th week. BTS's Jimin's solo debut album Face climbed back up to number 8 in its 10th consecutive week on the chart. Including Suga's and Jimin's solo albums, BTS once again landed a total of 5 albums in the top 15, Proof, Map of the Soul, 7, and Love Yourself, Answer all held onto their respective spots at number 10, number 11, and number 13 this week. Finally, Stray Kids' 2022 mini-album Maxident took number 9 in its 31st non-consecutive week on the World Albums chart. Congratulations to all of the artists.